Hello and welcome back to Underdog Investing. So today I'd like to briefly update you on Virgin Galactic. Firstly, going through the stock price and how we ended the week, and then I'd like to talk about a recent tweet which gives us a really good indication that we could be operational quite soon. So before I jump into the video, I'll be grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Now, starting with the stock price, you can see that we ended yesterday, which was Friday the 22nd of January, at $34.28, and that's a 3% increase in that trading day. So we're looking very bullish at the moment. And to explain that, I'll show you the slightly longer term chart. And if we have a look, you can see that there was only two previous times when we broke $30. But what's interesting is the two previous times that we managed to break $30, it was almost followed by an immediate downtrend. So if we look at February of 2020, we break $30, went straight up to $37, but this was followed by almost an immediate downtrend. And if we have a look in December of 2020, you can see that we broke $30, hit $33, and this was followed by almost an immediate downtrend. But what's really interesting about this time is after breaking $30, you can see that we had a slight correction, but we managed to stay above $30. So we set a base of around $30, and since then we've been having an uptrend. So this is actually the first time that we've managed to continue an uptrend after breaking $30, and that is extremely bullish for us. And what's even more exciting is that this time we didn't even hear anything about a flight window or the next test flight, and we've still managed to hit these levels. So, I mean, we can only guess what can happen when Virgin Galactic actually announce a test flight window, and potentially when they have a successful test flight. We can only imagine where the stock price will be then. So, moving on to their most recent tweet. So, the video that I put out yesterday, I was just slightly unsure about why they were having these mini test flights. So if we have a look, basically here in this tweet, they were explaining that they were having two mini test flights in the previous 2 days. And so they will be using VMS Eve to simulate Spaceship Two Unity's glide and approach to land phase. But the thing is, they didn't really explain to us why they were doing these test flights. So I was a bit confused about that, especially because the previous issue that we had in December's test flight was a problem with the onboard computer. But they've actually clarified a few things in their most recent tweet. So what they've said here, so this was about 23 hours ago. So highlights from this week's VMS Eve flights in New Mexico. During a space flight, VMS Eve acts as a mothership and carries Spaceship Two Unity to release altitude. These were routine flights for our pilots to complete regular proficiency checks. So that last sentence is the most important sentence to me. So what's really exciting is that for us as investors, it shows this is one of the first times where Virgin Galactic are actually showing that they are forward thinking. So what I mean by that is they could easily just say, okay, so we had a failed test flight. What we can do is wait for the next test flight to be successful, and then we can start training pilots. And that will cause a delay between the next test flight being successful and commercial flights, because they have to take time to train pilots. But what seems to be happening now is it looks like what they're saying is, okay, so we're going to have a test flight soon, and it's likely to be successful. So rather than waiting for this test flight to be successful and then training the pilots, what they're actually doing is, why not just train the pilots now, so that by the time the test flight is completed and successful, we are pretty much ready to begin commercial operations to generate revenue. And that is probably one of the most significant positive things that I've taken from this tweet, is that it seems like they're forward thinking, and it tells us that they're confident that the test flight is likely to be soon, and it's also likely to be successful. Otherwise, they wouldn't be training their pilots now. So personally, I see this as extremely bullish, and I'm very excited to see where this stock is going to go. And I'm sure most of you who are Virgin Galactic investors are very excited to see that as well. So that's the end of the video. It was very brief, but I just wanted to update you on my thoughts on that tweet. If you enjoyed the video, I'd be grateful if you can like this video and subscribe. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below regarding the stock price, where you think it's going to go, as well as the tweet and what you think about it. If you found it useful in any way, I'd be grateful if you can share this video as well. Thank you so much.